Hi, my little darlings, my little sweeties, my little schmuckums, my little baked potatoes. Hi. I hope this video finds you well. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Whenever you find it, it is the right time because it is timeless. Please use your own discernment and intuition. I will never reach out to you for personal readings because I'm not doing them. And I would never do that anyway, so please report those people. All right, let's get it, babies. Use your own discernment. If I didn't say that, please. The song I got on shuffle is Wherever I May Roam by Metallica. Metallica. And the lyric that stuck out to me the most is, the earth becomes my throne. I adapt to the unknown. Under wandering stars I've grown, by myself, but not alone. I ask no one, and my ties are severed clean. Less I have, the more I gain. Off the beaten path I reign. Rover, wander, nomad, vagabond, call me what you will. Yeah, you will. But I'll take my time anywhere. I'm free to speak my mind anywhere, and I'll never mind anywhere. Anywhere I roam, where I lay my head is home. So the earth becomes my throne, right? Let's see what's up with that. Because that, to me, tells me, well, for one, you need to recognize you've done so much work. I mean, obviously, if you're on demon time, then whatever. This message isn't for you. Or you're about to see people win, whatever. And then, I guarantee if you have been, you're probably not aware of it, but I digress. You've done the work, and now it's time to gain your wins. See the fruits of your labor. I'm kind of seeing it as you start your own business and you gotta, toil away, work your fingers to the bone, and then you finally get enough employees and you can hire, supervisors and stuff like that to where you don't have to micromanage, and, it can kind of run itself essentially. You're still involved, but you're not having to do every single part of it because it's grown to a point that there's other people to do the job and have it running for you. Now all that work that you've done is paying off, and you're like, oh yeah, this thing runs itself. Hell yeah. Shit comes up for you. Also, I'm getting, if you have tension in your body anywhere, really feel into it, and then see it, throw it out of your body and tell it to get out. Because that's part of an old program running for you. Obviously, go see a doctor if you feel called to do it. I'm not a medical professional. Don't take my advice in that. You know what I mean. But, throw it out of your body because it's part of an old program that's been running. Yes, sir. Let's throw a card on it, big boy. King of Curses in reverse. That is the King of Cups in this deck, with the Devil in reverse. Interestingly, we did get somebody that's on the throne. They're a king. I'm definitely hearing freedom from emotional overwhelm. I have 444 on my clock. Freedom from emotional overwhelm. Also, it looks like there's like acid rain or something on this card. And see, it's in the reverse. So you're not taking on, you're learning to protect your energy and not absorb the shit from other people. Like, you can feel what they're feeling and recognize it as theirs and let it be. Or you just, stay blocked off around certain people so you're not taking on their toxicity, trying to process it yourself when it's not yours to process. That coffee's hot. Eight of Beasts. So this is the Eight of Wands on this deck. You're ready to take on, I know this sounds weird, but all the little karmics swarming around you, the toxic people, the drama queens and kings, whatever. People trying to sabotage you, they're nothing to you. Like, they're just some little, like, you're an ant to me. Like, this doesn't affect me anymore. You have bigger fish to fry. As you see the monster here, you're recognizing programs within yourself, or just bigger issues as a collectively are more important to you than just some weirdo that's constantly trying to sabotage you, stalk you, whatever. You're like, whatever, dude, just I got bigger fish to fry. Like, let me get on with my life. We have the Nine of Beasts here. Whatever's coming up for you to heal has like really large treasure in it, because you're getting rid of some like really unconscious programs, habits, whatever it is. You're finally healing from them, moving past them, and that's bringing big treasure, because it's not just these like, I'm just getting, it's like they're harder to catch and see. Like, they're really good at hiding, and just because you're doing so much work and you're doing self-reflection, you're catching yourself, you're observing yourself, you know how to catch if it's someone else's stuff that you're feeling or your own. And so that is setting you up to have this like all this stuff come up for you, and you're like, oh my god, yes, this is exhausting, but there's big treasure in it. If you can survive like crossing the river, you get to like be in eternal paradise, it's like that. Six of Swords. How interesting, because I did say crossing the river, or that you're moving on, you're moving out of this turbulent time where you let all these little piddly dramatic weirdos affect you, do whatever kind of, you're like, this, it used to bother you, and you're like, why are they affecting me, all of this stuff. Like, now it's like, bro, aren't you like tired of this? Okay, live your life. Whatever, man, like, do you. I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm just gonna turn my wheels this way and head that way, you know? Death at the bottom of the deck. That release, like you're not bothered by these. It's almost like they were distractions, like to keep you in these lower vibrations. You're like, yeah, whatever, these people are gonna do whatever they want. Enjoy your entity-filled life. I don't know, like, do you? I got bigger fish to fry, man. Yeah, the Ten of Beasts, which is the 10 of Wands in this deck. I'm seeing it as like growing things. You're growing. You're also like doing a lot of work, carrying a lot of weight. Energetically, physically, you're doing a lot. You have a lot going on. Yes, it might be tiring, and that may be why, because you're working on bigger and better things for yourself and the collective, for the greater good. And you know, it's like you're tired. I'm too tired to deal with this piddly bullshit. Like that's what I'm getting. It's like, bro, I'm carrying too much to even care what you're doing. Whatever. Do you? I don't care. Yeah, and with that, anywhere I roam, where I lay my head is home. Like you're learning that to pivot and to move on. You're like, all right, this is enough. Now it's time for me to move on. Release this, whatever. I don't have time for your weirdness. We have the Five of Curses, Five of Cups in this deck. It's time to flush the shit out of this toilet. Like, I'm tired of smelling the shit, so I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna clean this mess up. And we have the Chariot. Once again, we have those movement cards, and that did land on the Six of Swords. So you're moving forward. Maybe there is a move in coming towards you, you know, whether that's energetically, physically, you know, a job, whatever, you're changing. There's a move coming here. And maybe that's just like a little vacation or something, I don't know, but there's definitely two movement cards here, and the fact that the Chariot did land on the Six of Swords. It's like you're flushing the bullshit, you're moving on, you're like, I'm where my laying my head is home. The earth becomes the road becomes my bride, and to her I do confide. You get what you want from experiencing. You're like, okay, this experience is done. I can't get much out of this anymore. Like, I'm not fazed by these people anymore. I'm not affected by them. It's time for me to move on. And whatever that is, that could be like a promotion, moving, leaving a job, leaving where your neighborhood, whatever. I forgot what those lyrics said. Something about you cut all ties. I adapt to the unknown. Under wandering stars I've grown. By myself, but not alone. I ask no one, and my ties are severed clean. That's what it is. You're like, dude, I'm not gonna let you take up space in my head. I'm not gonna let you live rent-free in my head. I'm done giving you my energy. Less I have, the more I gain. Off the beaten path I reign. With that, less I have, the more I gain. You're understanding why you had these moments of lack, because you needed to realize how strong you are. And you were possibly, take it as it resonates, maybe you were acting out of a materialistic view in the past, or, however that looks like for you. there was a little bit of a lower vibration when it came to these materialistic things. Off the beaten path, Irene, you know, and by doing this, like, you know what, I'm not going to play into the whatever game is being played. I see through it. Y'all have fun doing that. I'm not going to play into it. I'm not going to be affected by it. I have bigger fish to fry with that 8 of beasts, 8 of wands in this deck. I have bigger fish to fry. I really have no energy for this to give you. The tie is severed. Enjoy. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get on my little motorcycle here and you know, way of the road, baby. I'm gonna go see what's up. We have the Queen of Cups. That's the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. And that's becoming more abundant and like taking care of your surroundings. It's like, I kind of see it as someone who has like really nice stuff, but they only have like a few things. They don't need all this junk. They have like the few nice things. They keep their home clean, whatever. Even if it's not super fancy, it's like nice to be there because it's just taken care of. And you're learning that, like, I don't need all this junk. I just need to take care of and keep things nice, you know, whatever that looks like for you. And that might be your goals are changing because you're like, oh yeah, I just need to like I have 4:55 on the clock, you know, like you're moving because your goals are changing. You're like, bro, I just want to be at peace. I just want to be confident and comfortable in myself and be able to, my goal right now is to move with the ebb and flow of life and be content with whatever's happening. And, you know, you recognize that you are under these materialistic drives, if you will. You had that drive of, you know, materialistic superficiality, and that was pushing you towards these goals. And that's why you were so exhausted, because there was nothing deeper beneath it, and it wasn't pushing you to a higher vibration. Now you're mastering that, you're becoming more abundant, and you're recognizing you've been abundant this entire time. Yes, it looks like you didn't have a lot of money or something of the sort, but you recognize there's abundance in more than just money, more than financial stuff. And that right there, and I did see the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, and this is all that self-reflection, and you're getting rewarded for it because your goals are changing, you're being better, stronger, you know, you're getting your vibrancy back, your strength back, your health, all of that stuff, because your goals have changed. All of the ties are severed clean with this King of Swords in reverse and the 3 of Curses in reverse. That is the 3 of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords. So like people that were like friends or acquaintances, whatever it is, didn't have your highest intent. People that gossiped about you, people that sabotaged you. You're like, bro, I sever the tie. I'm not giving you energy anymore. I'm taking this big ass sword and cutting it. You know, it's like spiritually divorcing somebody, you know, whatever. You know, even if it was like, oh, interesting, we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. You're cutting ties, and whatever that is, maybe you're just shifting the dynamic and like how you move with somebody, what energy and interactions you limit them, you know, because maybe you still do have to interact with them. You're like, yeah, okay, I'm only gonna give you this because I have to protect myself. I'm not gonna allow this. And hell, maybe it was people that were doing magic on you or just wishing ill upon you and gossiping and all this. Because, you know, speaking ill on somebody is like magic, you know, that's your word is your wand. And wishing ill or, you know, speaking ill or sabotaging with words is magic. So please take that do with what you will with that. But yeah, that King of Swords, it's like, yo, I'm not gonna be a I'm not gonna refuse to see this anymore. It is what it is. I'm not giving you my energy anymore. I'm not playing into this. I'm not getting all worked up. I got bigger fish to fry. I'm gonna go ahead and cut all of these ties, or, you know, cut the cord. You're not getting any of my energy more. Later, bro. And with the Empress at the bottom of the deck, that to me is telling me this brings you into an even more abundant time with these shifts of goals, and you're able to accept and have an open hand to whatever comes to you, you know, whatever this road surprises the road brings. You're able to be like, yeah, you know, bring it on. Let's see what happens. And with her having the heart on her head, you know, you got love on the mind. You're like, man, I'm just trying to like be at peace. I'm trying to bring love and light and abundance to everyone. So I'm going to focus on these bigger things. And with like the crystals and stuff like that, you're connecting to the earth, you're connecting to the cosmos, you're connecting to higher vibrational beings, light beings, whatever it is, however that resonates for you. And you're like, you're in this energy of just, because you're operating out of such a pure place, you've let go of the superficiality, the materialism, you know, how it looks, how I need to look, whatever. And because you are operating out of such a pure place, that is bringing you the most abundance. And that doesn't necessarily, you know, yes, it does mean money, but you're going to start having these incredible experiences, and you're like, wow, God is the shit. You know, you're gonna have lots of moments like that because you are operating out of such a pure place. You let go of the materialism, you let go of like playing into these weird, dramatic, low vibrational, piddly little games that people around you were playing. You're like, bro, I got bigger fish to fry. I'm out here trying to work on myself for the collective. I'm holding these higher vibrations. I have a higher responsibility, and I'm not letting this affect me anymore. Good job, babies. So proud of you. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, okay? Bye.